Put another log on the fire. Cook me up some bacon and some beans. Come on, sit down and tell me, baby. Tell me why you're leaving me. Secret spice, the 5, homemade. Yum, yum. And there we go, breakfast is served. Have a little sausage, a little egg, nice and warm in the cabin now. Started out with the 3 heaters. Now I shut off the diesel heater. I'll soon shut off the propane heater. Just let the wood take over. Because at night when I'm sleeping, I like it a little cooler in the cabin. Around 19, 18 degrees Celsius. But in the day I like it about 22, 23. So yeah. And you know, when a person's getting a little older, not old, but a little older, sometimes at night I get up to go use the washroom, right? When I do, throw another log on the fire. Gets me through the night easy. And if I'm feeling quite lazy, I just leave the propane on low overnight, no problem. So far it's been lasting about 10 days. 30-pound bottle, like when I use it in conjunction with the wood heat, lasts about 10 days. So that's pretty cheap. About 60 or 100 bucks a month for propane. Diesel, same thing. Well, not even. Diesel's even less because I use the diesel heater less. But it's a great unit for in the morning just to get that burst of heat, get things warmed up, you know. So what do you think about what's happening here in Canada? The economy, is this new government doing anything good? Things seem to be getting pretty slow on the economy side. But I guess it depends who you are. It depends what your standard of living is. For me, it's still going along smoothly because I don't need a lot. And really, you come into this world with nothing, you leave with nothing. So what you have in between doesn't really matter. As long as you're comfortable, you don't have to be stressed and concerned about what bills you do have. Of course, when you're off-grid, very little bills per se, but a lot of physical work. So you trade your work, or you go to work for someone else and pay for your wood and your gas and this and that and your food, right? But I never expect to live without having some sort of income. And I have that lined up after 40 years of working. Finally, I can just say, take it easy, man. Let the world go on with its way of living, and you live your own life. Take it easy. I know it's not for everyone, but it's working for me. Peaceful, no stress, no one bothers me. Now, according to the news, if you can believe it, weather forecast, it's supposed to be this polar vortex coming down later in December, later this month. It's supposed to be the coldest temperatures in history and all this stuff. You know they like to hype things up, right? But just in case, I'll have extra propane bottles full. We'll have extra diesel. We'll have extra piles of wood, which I work on. You're just going to have to keep working on it throughout the winter. Maybe some people, they stack it up and they want to store everything at once. And just, I don't know if they coast. You can't really coast through the winter. But for me, I don't mind going out, getting a log here, there, drag it out of the bush, cut her up, and throw it in the pile. And just use the stuff that's the driest. And then eventually you get to the other stuff. So it's like one wise younger man said to me, you'll get into your rhythm. Right? Everything seems a little hectic at first, but as you settle in, get your systems in place, things get better and better. So, and the other day, I haven't been cutting my own hair for like good 10 years now. Gave myself a trim the other day because it's getting a little long, which I don't mind. Business in the front, party in the back. But might have chopped it a bit too much or something, but I don't care. The cats don't seem to mind. And 90% of the time I'm wearing a cap or a toque or a hat anyway. So yeah. So I just thought I'd have a little early morning word with you, kind of show you my procedure in the morning, how I get going in my day. But sometimes I got to admit, it's tough to get motivated to get something particularly done because there's so much freedom. You got to have some discipline always. You also need discipline to force yourself to get things done sometimes. But then on the other hand, there's always tomorrow, right? Why do today what you can put off till tomorrow? I'm just joking on that part, but you know what I mean. Eventually I get it done, and actually I get it done quicker than I think. It's just, you can't do everything at once. Just like this painting and the trim I'm finishing off. You do one wall a day, pack things up, maybe go for a hike in the bush, look for a deer. Still looking for a deer. But the deer, they don't seem to want to cooperate with me this year. I'm patrolling the bush, patrolling. Maybe I got to build a deer stand. Is a deer stand better? Ground stand? I don't know if a ground stand is called a ground stand, but a shelter on the ground. A hide. I have one out in the bush, it's getting covered in snow. But I like to walk, I don't like to sit. So I like to walk as quietly as possible. And if I see one, I see one. Good clean shot, I'll take it. But if I don't get one, that's okay. Country boy can survive. I'm just going to finish my breakfast and then carry on. I see it's already snowing. So I'll probably be shoveling my ass off again later today when I get back from my run to town to get more supplies. Hope everyone's doing well. Let me know if you have any questions on how I'm living out here. I'd like to hear how other people are doing it too, if they got any tips, because I'm no expert, but I'm getting good at getting by. Take care and stay safe, and make sure you're ready for the winter, especially if you're off-grid. Don't take any chances, right? Better to have too much supplies than not enough. I always save enough for at least a month. I want to be able to survive at least a month without going to town. Speaking of that, finish my breakfast, I'm off to town. Take care, and we'll catch you on the next video.